it's for me, it's the philosophy is very simple: end suffering. That's it. And if you just and then he has the path to ending suffering, because as far as my understanding of Buddhism is once you learn how not to suffer, then you can live a fulfilling life, and that's what life is meant to be anyways, to be enjoyed, to be lived fully, to be cherished, because he saw so much suffering. um, and so for me it's like, okay, all right, that's good. So how do I end suffering? And the answer was very simple: you go through meditation, which calms the mind down, and then you go into out of the negative states of fear and anger and hatred and jealousy and greed and lust and all those things that create suffering, and move into love and compassion and caring and loving and tolerance and patience, and just build on that, practice on that. And naturally you will find that you become more calm and peaceful. uh, and as a result of the positive states of mind, you don't suffer. So that to me is what I love about Buddhist teaching and philosophy, and that's why it resonates with me.
And why Buddhism resonates with me is the evolution, because evolution is something, to me, I think evolution is fundamental in understanding humanity, biology, consciousness. But it's more complex than the I don't believe in randomness. That's one basic part of evolution. I don't, it says, your genes are transmitted randomly, from your offsprings are in a random assortment of your parents. I believe there's a lot of factors out there that we don't understand. Spiritual, psychological, life experience, our genes that we pass on. Actually, I mean, I believe when I make love to my wife and stuff, I mean, I believe when we created Gabaga, I mean, that's not luck or random. I mean, there was energy at that moment, and it was literally conceived right when we got our house. We bought the land. I mean, she had lost two babies in Phuket, got pregnant, and it's just because we were in apartments and not really had a place to live. I know there's a spiritual realm in there, but anyway, so my point is, I just always have to say that, because sometimes people think, oh, your evolution, like I have a very spiritual approach to evolution, but at the same time, if something doesn't make sense in evolution, then it's almost like it has to at least fit in. And to me, Buddhism fits with evolution. Like, so the way he mentions things about, our desires, like you were just kind of touching into those desires. Those desires are hardwired in us in order to procreate. I mean, a lot of these things, I mean, sexual desires, and even power and social status, and I mean, hunger and food. I mean, all of our pleasure, and these come up in a lot of religions. Again, a lot of Christian values are I actually believe, are with evolution too. It's really just the dogma of it, I guess, is that turns me off against it. But so evolution ties into those things where we do have to kind of become a master of our psychology, and when we can do some introspection and kind of understand why these things are in place, and the importance of them, right? If you're born into this world with no desire, we're not going to make it very far, procreation wise, right? No sexual desire, no desire to find food. I mean, obviously these are in there for a place.